Uzumaki Naruto, a legend, an anime idol, a hero, a man with a difficult fate, an experienced example of not giving up even when you have a little chance, not being angry at others, and when everyone hates you. He's a weird example of the fact that you can change your destiny. He's an idol of millions, he's adored by many people, and for me, he's an example. We have a lot in common, which maybe I will talk about someday. He's a great character, but he's not perfect. And this video, I'm telling you 30 reasons why Naruto is a bad character in anime Naruto. The word is bad, don't take it literally. And let's go. Stupidity. Anything that doesn't involve fighting, Naruto is a complete idiot. Initial weakness. This applies specifically to the period up to 12 years. If compared with the other characters, the difference is very big. It is very easy to scare. It is clear that all this is created in a comic form, but it doesn't not seem funny to me. Very emotional. If you take into account the era in which he lives, excessive emotionality can be costly from him and those around him. Very impulsive. This applies specifically to the period of 12-14 years, although there were some individual cases later. Does not respect the authority or more qualified shinobi, also applies specifically to the first season of anime. Many times he ignores the order of the leaders in his team or in other moments. It may strange to you, but Naruto's promotion an unhealthy lifestyle. This is about ramen. For some reason, the world of Naruto, ramen is fast food. Also in reality, it is not. Power development too fast. Naruto's power development may seem fast and just fit in some cases. Addiction to nine-tailed Kurama. If it weren't for Kurama, in theory Naruto wouldn't have lived to see Shippuden. Impersonation of Team 4. This applies more to the initial series, but in fillers with other teams, this was not always mutual understanding. Quickly succumbs to aggression. This already applies to the first series of Shippuden. Also a controversial thesis, but is lazy, anything not related to battles. Not predictable, sometimes in positive way and sometimes in negative way. Unrealistic view of friendship. His view of friendship and relationships may be unrealistic. Very naive. He can be easily deceived. This applies more to the filler series, but there were also problems with the canonical series. Very strongly attached to certain characters, his attachment can be understandable, but in the future it can cause a lot of pain for the hero himself. Obsessive optimism. Some may find his optimism obsessive and realistic at times. Mental problems. He didn't have the same problems Nagara had, but he still had them, although it's hard to see in anime or manga itself. Not understated pity for the enemy. If the anime had been more realistic, this pity might have cost him his life. He dramatizes his childhood a lot. You can understand him, he has a very difficult life, but some characters had a much harder childhood and a lighter life than the main character. Frequent intervention of the self in the problems of the other characters. If there were more realism in anime, it will have dire consequences, especially when it comes to political interventions. Arguable thesis, but he's a bad father. This is a long discussion, but it's a fact. It is easily manipulated by others. Intellectual and psychological. Psychologically dependent to the opinion of others, he wanted recognition from Sasuke and the other Konoha residents. Often risks his life and the lives of others. Sometimes underestimates the strength of others and overestimates his own strength. Low humiliation. Otherwise, I can explain his relationship to Sakura. Blind faith in one's own words. It often happened and he waits only his correct ones. He was special from birth. Talk about this for a long time. I will only say this. His story is typical for most of the main characters of anime. From birth, he was better than others and very special. And for the last reason, I was at a loss for words. Everything can be seen in the new Naruto manga. It's epic. They removed Boruto's father from the screen. This mad. Okay, that's all. I think I said more than necessary. Although Naruto is one of my favorite heroes, he, like everyone, has his shortcomings. You need to come to terms with this and move on. Thank you all for watching. I'm waiting for better comments on the video. Good mood to everyone and see you soon.